Hello, friends. Pete Little here uh, with good news from St. George's in Owen Sound for Friday, December the 15th, 2023. Um, I'd like to start by saying thank you to Jean for her very straightforward good news on this Wednesday on Matthew 23, verses 1 to 12. Hard words to the teachers of the law and Pharisees, preaching one thing and not doing it themselves. A cautionary tale for us. The whole of chapter 23 is entitled The Seven Woes. That's in my New International Version of the Bible. And the assigned reading for today is chapter 23, verses 27 to 39. So this is the Gospel according to Matthew, chapter 23, verses 27 through 39. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You're like whitewashed tombs, which look beautiful on the outside, but on the inside are full of dead men's bones and everything unclean. In the same way, on the outside you appear to people as righteous, but on the inside you're full of hypocrisy and wickedness. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You build tombs. You build tombs for the prophets and decorate the graves of the righteous. And you say, if we had lived in the days of our forefathers, we would not have taken part in them, in shedding the blood of the prophets. So you testify against yourselves that you are the descendants of those who murdered the prophets. Fill up then the measure of sin of your forefathers. You snakes, you brood of vipers, how will you escape being condemned to hell? Therefore, I'm sending you prophets and wise men and teachers. Some of them you'll kill and crucify. Others you will flog in your synagogues and pursue from town to town. And so upon you will come all the righteous blood that has been shed on earth, from the blood of righteous Abel to the blood of Zechariah son of Berechiah, whom you murdered between the temple and the altar. I tell you the truth, all this will come upon this generation. Jerusalem, O Jerusalem, you who kill the prophets and stone those sent to you, how often I have longed to gather your children together as a hen gathers her chicks under her wings. But you were not willing. Look, your house is left to you desolate. For I tell you, you will not see me again until you say, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. This is the Gospel according to Matthew. Now that's very heavy stuff, and to swallow it, I have to go back and remind myself what I call Rule 1 and Rule 2. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, your mind, your soul, and your strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. And we have been given Christ, and Christ has shown us how love can be lived. And again, this underlines to me to work on not being hypocritical, work on being not selfish, but being self-aware, not being good, choosing the right. And this reading today, it's hard to do in that, but we also got something that came through a cousin of ours when Heather had died. And I would like to read it to you. It's a text. Hi, Sarah. This is from a fellow by the name Josh, whom I have never met. Hi, Sarah. I've been thinking about you and your cousin. He's referring to Heather. I hope you have a shred of time to be able to grieve. Tonight is the first night of Hanukkah, and we are beginning a new tradition in our home, where we light a candle every night for someone who we wish was still with us. Although I never met your cousin in person, I've borne witness to her soul radiating through your eyes in running selfies you've snapped over the past few years. The first Hanukkah candle we light tonight will be for your cousin Heather. Heather Strong, big hug. I wrote in reply to Sarah, we're so honored that a stranger whose peoples prayed next year in Jerusalem for over 1,000 years should choose to light a candle for our Heather at this dark time. I guess what I'm trying to do in a very clumsy way is to say thank you to all of you who have prayed for Heather, and some of us continue. It is a dark time in this our world, and dark personally with Heather's death. And through it all, we can light a candle. Hope. I'm going to read you the meditation I'm going to use today, and it is this. Life is not a search for happiness. Happiness is a byproduct of living the right kind of life, doing the right thing. Do not search for happiness, search for right living, and happiness will be your reward. Life is sometimes a march of duty during dull, dark days, but happiness will come again as God's smile of recognition of your faithfulness. True happiness is always the byproduct of a life well lived. In my prayer for the day, I pray that I may not seek happiness, but to seek to do the right. I pray that I may not seek pleasure so much as the things that bring happiness, true happiness. Thanks for your attention. Thanks for your prayers. We love you all. I guess I'll see you in the new year. Merry Christmas, everybody.